Hey guys, it's Mad Dog. So today we're doing a movie review of Fantastic Mr. Fox. So pretty much the movie starts with Mr. Fox and yeah, we don't really get Mrs. Fox, I'm assuming. So Mr. Fox is just standing there, blah blah blah. Waiting for his wife to come back, and then she does, and then, she went to the doctor, blah, blah, blah. And then they decide to go hunting for food. At, one of the farmers, Squab, or whatever. But then they get caught, by Mr. Fox's stupidity. Basically, yeah, that's how it happens. And then blah blah blah, and then turns out Mrs. Fox is pregnant. So, she's like, do you promise me, if we're alive tomorrow, you'll stop hunting. So, he did, for a while. And by the way, it's this is based on a book. So, and then blah blah blah, pretty much Fox years later. And then they're just living in a hole or something. But then Mr. Fox doesn't want to live in a hole anymore because it makes him feel poor, I guess. So he goes to a tree or something in the most dangerous part of town because of these three farmers. And then he goes to his lawyer, tells him the lawyer is oh, don't buy this tree or something like that. And then they're just are you cussing me out or something? And then there's these workers, and then they make it their home. And then they're just and then Chris Albertson, I think, makes her his arrival. And then blah blah blah, pretty much and then this kid is the son is really mad at him for something from the sad house guest thing, I don't know. And then blah blah blah, they film him. And then there's I don't know. Then let's see. And then Mr. Fox is let's go, do what I was made to do, is hunting. So he pretty much sneaks out. Plan one. He pretty much sneaks out in the middle of the night with, his other friend. And then blah blah blah, they sneak out again to the Squab farm. And then blah blah blah, they sneak out again to go get some cider. And then the wife is all mad about him sneaking out. And then blah blah blah, pretty much, And then it's pure chaos. And then the fox. Like, you know, he wants his tail. Or he wants his body. And then they're like, let's go dig. So they pretty much do, and then like, you know, blah blah blah. They pretty much dig to escape, and then blah blah blah, just a lot of chaos ensues, and then she gets mad, like at him again, you know, because I don't know. And then blah blah blah, pretty much. And then they find like the other animals. And then they do a Thanksgiving like dinner type thing. Like they sneak out again, and then there's like this goofy song. And then I guess like the two boys decided to like go sneak out and rescue his dad's tail for some reason. And then blah blah blah. Chris all of a sudden gets kidnapped. Dun dun dun. And then they're like looking for him. And then there's this rat who's like, oh, they want the son or something for his papa. And then like, or something, and then like, and then he dies. The rat. And then blah blah blah. Then they live in the sewer. Pretty much. And then like total chaos like ensues. Like they have a plan to, you know, attack on the humans, I guess. And then Mr. Fox and Co, they live in the sewers, and then they're like in a farmer, in a grocery store. And then they find good food, and yeah, then they dance again. Whew, a lot of details. But I think I give it a good 10 out of 10. Because of like the adult humor, and you know, and kids can enjoy it too, so it's a good movie. And the animation's unique as well. So I give it a good 10 out of 10. So, bye.